On a sweltering and sun-drenched afternoon, a man dressed in tattered clothing stepped into the opulent restaurant, seeking respite from the blistering heat. Inside, the air conditioning created a stark contrast to the sweltering temperatures outside, offering a refreshing haven. Yet the man's entrance immediately unsettled the serene atmosphere, drawing sharp glances from both patrons and staff. His attire wearing flip-flops, a faded, threadbare shirt, and ripped pants stood in stark juxtaposition to the restaurant's elegant decor and the finely dressed customers who dined at their meticulously set tables. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. The murmurs of disapproval began almost instantaneously, with the diners casting sidelong glances and exchanging hushed comments about the unexpected guest. The sense of judgment was palpable as eyes followed his every move. Linda, one of the restaurant's staff members, approached the man with an insincere smile plastered on her face. Her voice carried a hint of frost as she said, "Excuse me, sir, but perhaps the small bar next door would be more appropriate for you." She emphasized her disapproval through a cold, dismissive tone. The man, acutely aware of the disapproving stares, scanned the room but kept his demeanor calm and collected. "I would like a table here, please," he responded with quiet resolve. Linda's expression hardened, and she retorted, "This restaurant is a fine establishment with a standard of decorum that our customers expect to be upheld." Her disdain was evident as she made her point. From a distance, Emily, another staff member, observed the interaction with growing discomfort at Linda's treatment of the man. Resolute in her desire to diffuse the situation, Emily approached the man with a warm and sincere smile. "Good afternoon, sir. How may I assist you?" she inquired, deliberately ignoring Linda's disapproving glare. The man, visibly relieved, replied, "Yes, I would like to see the menu, please." Emily nodded and swiftly retrieved the menu, presenting it to him with genuine kindness. "Here you go. Please take your time, and if there are any issues with the bill, I'll personally ensure it's taken care of." Her gesture of kindness was met with gratitude as the man smiled, his tension visibly easing. "Thank you very much. I appreciate it." As Emily walked away, her gesture of compassion highlighted a stark contrast to Linda's earlier attitude. Meanwhile, Linda, her displeasure still evident, made her way to the manager's office, clearly intent on complaining about the incident. "Did you catch what Emily just did?" the manager asked, eyeing the scene with a mix of curiosity and concern. "She's offering free food to anyone who walks through those doors." Intrigued by this unorthodox approach, the manager decided to call Emily over for a discussion. "Emily, could you come here for a moment?" he said, his tone serious and authoritative. Emily approached, her face a blend of determination and concern. "Emily, what's going on here?" the manager inquired, his gaze fixed on her. "I was just doing my job," Emily replied earnestly. "Everyone deserves to be treated with respect, no matter their appearance. He is a customer, just like any other." The manager sighed, his mind wrestling with the implications of Emily's actions. After a moment's contemplation, he said, "All right, let's see where this goes. But remember, we need to uphold the restaurant's standards." Emily nodded, a flicker of hope in her eyes as she thought about the potential positive impact of her compassion. She glanced at the man, now perusing the menu with a sense of curiosity and wonder. Determined to prove that kindness could indeed make a difference, Emily felt a renewed sense of purpose. The man, dressed in worn, unkempt clothing, had taken a seat at one of the tables near the window. From a distance, Linda observed the situation with evident disdain, muttering under her breath as she watched. Undeterred by the judgmental stares, Emily approached the man once more, her demeanor warm and welcoming. "Can I recommend something from our menu?" Emily asked, her smile genuine and inviting. "Yes, please," the man responded, his voice tinged with gratitude. "I'm not very familiar with the options here." Emily began to explain the restaurant's most popular dishes, carefully highlighting the fresh ingredients and the meticulous care taken in their preparation. The man listened intently, his face reflecting genuine interest and appreciation for the information. At that moment, John, the restaurant manager, a tall, elegant figure, approached, drawn by Linda's visible agitation. His brow furrowed as he took in the sight of the poorly dressed man seated among the well-dressed patrons. "Emily, can I speak with you for a moment?" John asked, his tone stern. Emily, sensing the seriousness of the situation, excused herself from the man with a polite nod. "I'll be right back, sir," she said before walking over to the manager. "What's going on here?" John asked, crossing his arms as he awaited an explanation. Linda approached Emily with a furrowed brow. "I heard you offered a free meal to a customer who, quite frankly, seems out of place here," she said, her tone laden with disapproval. Emily took a deep breath, striving to remain composed. "I'm just doing my job, John," she replied. "Every customer deserves to be treated with respect, regardless of their appearance. He's a customer just like any other." John stared thoughtfully at the man now absorbed in the menu, trying to maintain a neutral expression. "Well, I hope this doesn't lead to any issues," he said eventually, a hint of concern in his voice. "We have a reputation to uphold." Emily nodded and, with a reassuring smile, returned to the man's table. "Is everything okay?" he asked, noticing her presence. "Yes," Emily responded, making a mental note of how she had handled the situation with both grace and professionalism, despite Linda's barely concealed irritation. As she brought out the main course, the delightful aroma wafted through the air. "Here you go. I hope you enjoy it," she said, placing the dish before him. The man's eyes lit up, and he smiled warmly. "I'm sure I will." "Thank you, Emily," he said appreciatively. While the man savored his meal, John and Linda observed from a distance, their feelings about the situation diverging. The restaurant buzzed with its usual activity, but an undercurrent of tension was unmistakable. The man, oblivious to the murmurs and disapproving glances, continued to enjoy his meal. Emily remained attentive, ensuring he was well cared for. When the meal was over, the man stood up and beckoned Emily over. "Thank you for the wonderful meal," he said, his voice filled with gratitude. Caught off guard, Emily smiled and replied, "You're welcome." "Mr. Johnson," feeling a bit awkward, added, "I apologize for any inconvenience caused." The atmosphere in the restaurant remained charged, hinting at a forthcoming revelation that could alter the course of events in the elegant establishment. John raised his hand, a gesture that immediately commanded silence from the bustling room. He took a deep breath before addressing the gathered staff. "I was here today primarily to observe the level of service provided to our customers. Regrettably, my observations did not meet the standards we strive for. However, amidst the concerns I noted, one individual truly distinguished herself in a commendable manner." At those words, Linda's face turned a deep shade of crimson. Her discomfort was palpable as she tried to shrink into the background, hiding behind the counter. "Emily, could you please come forward?" Mark's voice cut through the tense atmosphere. Emily, visibly anxious, made her way to the front. Mark looked at her with a mix of appreciation and authority. "Emily, your conduct today was exemplary. You engaged with every customer with genuine dignity and respect, and your efforts did not go unnoticed. In recognition of your outstanding performance, I am promoting you to the position of supervisor of this restaurant." Emily was taken aback, her eyes wide with disbelief. The gravity of the situation left her momentarily speechless. "Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson," she finally managed, her voice trembling with emotion. "I promise to continue giving my best." Mark's gaze then shifted to Linda, who was now attempting to conceal her face with her hands. "Linda," Mark said with a stern and unwavering tone, "your behavior today was unacceptable and directly contradicts the core values we uphold here. Consequently, I am compelled to inform you that your employment is terminated, effective immediately." Linda stood frozen, unable to utter a single word. Her head hung low as tears began to streak down her cheeks. Silently, she turned and walked towards the exit, her distress evident in every step. Turning back to the rest of the team, Mark spoke with resolve. "I hope that everyone takes a lesson from today's events. Every customer must be treated with the utmost respect and attention, irrespective of their appearance or circumstances. Upholding this principle is crucial for the success of our business." The atmosphere in the restaurant shifted palpably as a renewed sense of purpose filled the air. The staff, suddenly aware that a significant transformation was underway, began to move with a newfound determination. Emily, still grappling with the enormity of the moment, felt a surge of pride and a deep sense of responsibility. As Mark, the restaurant's manager, approached her with an approving smile, his words were both encouraging and affirming. "Emily," he said, his tone warm and reassuring, "I am confident that you will be an excellent supervisor. Continue to inspire your team through your example." Emily's heart swelled with gratitude as she responded, "I will do my best, Mr. Johnson. Thank you for the opportunity." With a final nod of approval, Mark departed, leaving behind a team on the brink of transformation and a new supervisor poised to lead with vision and integrity. If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. As Mark exited the restaurant, Emily felt the weight of her new role pressing down on her, but alongside it, she had immense satisfaction at having earned the promotion to supervisor. She was resolute in her commitment to reshaping the restaurant's environment, vowing to ensure that every customer received the respect and dignity they deserved. She recognized that change was imperative and that swift, decisive action was needed. She planned to address the issues head on the following morning. Determined to set a new tone, Emily called for a meeting with the entire staff. The employees, still processing the recent events, were a mix of curiosity and apprehension. As they gathered, Emily entered the room with a composed yet earnest demeanor. Her confident smile conveyed both her resolve and the seriousness of the task ahead. "Good morning, everyone," Emily began, addressing the group with a confident and warm tone. Her gaze swept across the room, making eye contact with each of her colleagues. "As you all know, I've recently been promoted to supervisor, and I want you to understand that my goal is to work together with you to create a welcoming and respectful environment for everyone." A murmur of agreement flowed through the room. Some employees nodded and exchanged approving glances, while others remained more reserved, clearly waiting to see how Emily's plans would unfold. "I'd like to start by implementing regular training sessions for all of us," Emily continued, her voice firm and clear. "Our focus will be on the importance of empathy and providing exceptional service. It's crucial that every customer who walks through our doors feels valued and treated as if they were our most important guest." John, the manager, observed the scene with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. He was aware of Emily's good intentions, but was keen to see how she would address the practical aspects of her proposed changes. "Emily," he interjected, "how do you plan to organize these training sessions?" Emily was prepared for this question. "I've already taken some steps to set this in motion," she replied. "I've reached out to a consultant who specializes in customer service. He'll be coming in weekly to help us refine our communication and empathy skills. Additionally, we'll be engaging in practical exercises and discussing real-life situations we encounter here at the restaurant." John nodded, processing the information. He was cautiously optimistic, but wanted to see how these initiatives would play out in practice. Emily's proactive approach was promising, and he hoped it would bring tangible improvements to the team's performance and customer interactions. Linda, seated at the back of the room, crossed her arms and fixed Emily with a skeptical glare. Despite the palpable tension, Emily stood her ground, unshaken. "I understand that some of you may have doubts," she began, her voice steady and earnest. "But I ask you to give this initiative a fair chance. I truly believe that if we commit ourselves to working together and improving not just as professionals, but as individuals, we will see a remarkable transformation." Michael, one of the waiters, raised his hand with a thoughtful expression. "Emily, I'm open to giving this a try. I think we could all benefit from learning something new and improving our approach," he said, offering a supportive smile. Emily returned the gesture, her relief evident. "Thank you, Michael. Your willingness to embrace this change means a lot. I appreciate everyone's presence and commitment. Let's embark on this journey together and strive to make our restaurant the finest place to work and dine." With those words, the meeting concluded. As the staff dispersed, Emily felt a mix of relief and anticipation. She knew the path ahead would be challenging, but she was ready to tackle it head-on. In the weeks that followed, the effects of the training began to take hold. The staff's interactions with customers became noticeably warmer and more attentive. The restaurant's atmosphere gradually shifted, becoming more welcoming and pleasant. Patrons took notice, and positive feedback started to flow in, both in person and through social media channels. The establishment's reputation grew, not only for its superb cuisine, but also for its outstanding service, earning it acclaim and affection within the community. Emily observed the scene with a sense of satisfaction. She knew that while there was still much work ahead, the initial steps toward improvement had already been set in motion. Her heart swelled with pride as she saw her team embracing the changes and collaborating towards a shared goal. The initial progress was evident in the atmosphere of the restaurant. The team had become more cohesive, and there was a noticeable increase in customer happiness. One morning, John, the restaurant manager, summoned Emily for a discussion. As they sat down, he greeted her with a pleased expression. "Emily, I want to take a moment to commend you on the results we're seeing. The feedback from our customers has been overwhelmingly positive, and even our profit margins have seen a significant uptick," he said, his satisfaction evident in his tone. Emily's face lit up with a proud smile. "I'm thrilled to hear that, John. I've always believed that treating our customers with respect and empathy truly makes a difference," she responded. Later that same afternoon, a group of regular patrons entered the restaurant. They were 3 friends who made it a habit to visit for lunch and catch up. As they settled at their usual table, one of them, Sarah, caught Emily's attention as she walked by. "Emily," Sarah called out, her voice filled with warmth, "I just wanted to say that the atmosphere here has been exceptional lately. The service has improved so much, and there's such a positive vibe now. It feels like a different place." Emily was touched by Sarah's kind words. "Thank you so much, Sarah. We're working hard to make sure everyone feels welcome and valued here," Emily replied, her sincerity clear in her voice. As Emily spoke with the customers, Michael, the waiter who had shown a willingness to try the new changes, approached her. "Emily, I need to tell you something that happened yesterday. I served a couple who mentioned they used to avoid this restaurant because they felt poorly treated, but decided to give it another chance. They were impressed with the change and said they would come back often," Michael said, excited. Emily was radiant. "That's wonderful, Michael. That's exactly what we want to achieve. Thank you for sharing that with me," she said, patting his shoulder. Days passed, and the results of Emily's changes became increasingly evident. The team, now more motivated and united, worked with more joy and efficiency. The restaurant gained a positive reputation in the community, with more and more people commenting on the excellent experience they had there. John, always observant, called Emily again to the office. "Emily, I can't help but notice how you managed to transform the restaurant in such a short time. I am very proud of you and the entire team. I think we should celebrate this success with everyone," he suggested. Emily agreed enthusiastically. "I think it's a great idea, John. A celebration dinner for all employees would be perfect to recognize everyone's effort, she said. That night, after closing time, the team gathered for a special dinner to celebrate their achievements. Emily stood before them, her expression filled with pride as she addressed the group. "I want to express how incredibly proud I am of every one of you. This success is the result of a collective effort and everyone's dedication to providing the best possible experience for our customers. Let's continue to uphold these standards, always with empathy and respect," she said, raising a glass for a toast. The team erupted in applause and cheers, their spirits lifted by the shared sense of accomplishment. The positive energy was palpable, and the bond between them was stronger than ever. Emily felt a deep sense of satisfaction, knowing that with this committed team, they could achieve any goal they set their minds to. Meanwhile, Linda sat in a small cafe, reflecting on the recent upheavals in her life. Having lost her job and the security and pride that came with it, she felt adrift. Her previous prejudiced and discriminatory behavior had led to her dismissal, and she was grappling with feelings of regret and loss. However, this period of adversity also provided her with an opportunity for self-reflection. One afternoon, while sipping her coffee, Linda saw a social media post from the restaurant. The post featured a photo of Emily and the team celebrating their recent success, with happy faces and customer thank you messages. This image stirred something within Linda, rekindling a sense of purpose and resolve. Determined to make amends and correct her past mistakes, Linda picked up her phone and sent a message to Emily. "Emily, this is Linda. I realize now that I was wrong and my attitude was unacceptable. I would like to apologize in person. Could we meet?" Emily was initially surprised by the message but also felt hopeful. Believing in the power of second chances, she agreed to meet Linda at the restaurant after closing time that night. If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. As Emily engaged with customers, Michael, a waiter enthusiastic about the recent changes, approached her with a look of excitement. "Emily, I have to share some great news with you," he said. "Yesterday I served a couple who had previously avoided this restaurant because they felt poorly treated. They decided to give us another chance, and they were genuinely impressed with the improvements. They said they'll be coming back regularly now." Emily's face brightened with delight. "That's fantastic news, Michael. It's exactly the kind of feedback we hoped for. Thank you for sharing this with me." She gave him a supportive pat on the shoulder, feeling a surge of pride in the progress they were making. As days passed, the positive effects of Emily's changes became increasingly evident. The team, now more motivated and cohesive, approached their work with renewed enthusiasm and efficiency. The restaurant's reputation soared within the community, with an influx of positive comments praising the improved experience. The restaurant was no longer just a place to eat. It had become a beacon of excellent service and community spirit, a testament to the power of empathy and teamwork. John, ever perceptive, summoned Emily to his office once again. "Emily," he began, "I've been closely observing the remarkable transformation you've brought about in such a short time. I'm incredibly proud of you and the entire team. I believe we should celebrate this success with everyone." Emily's eyes sparkled with agreement. "I think that's a fantastic idea, John. A celebration dinner for all the employees would be the perfect way to acknowledge everyone's hard work and dedication." With the decision made, the restaurant's team eagerly anticipated the celebration, a fitting tribute to their collective effort and the new era of success they had ushered in. That night, after the restaurant had closed, the team gathered for a special celebratory dinner. Emily took the opportunity to address her colleagues, her voice filled with gratitude and pride. "I want to thank every one of you for your hard work and openness to embracing the changes we've implemented," she began, her eyes scanning the room filled with familiar faces. "I am incredibly proud of what we've accomplished together. This success is a testament to our collective effort and our commitment to delivering the best for our customers. Let's continue to move forward with the same spirit of empathy and respect. With a warm smile, Emily raised her glass for a toast. To our team and our shared success, the clinking of glasses resonated through the room, accompanied by enthusiastic applause and cheers. The celebratory atmosphere was vibrant, infusing the team with a renewed sense of unity and purpose. The positive energy was palpable, and every team member felt a deepened connection to their collective achievements. Although Emily acknowledged that challenges lay ahead, she was confident that with such a dedicated and motivated team, they could surmount any obstacles and continue to excel. Meanwhile, Linda found herself alone in a small cafe, reflecting on the profound changes that had recently upheaved her life. The loss of her job had stripped away the sense of security and pride she once held dear. Her prejudiced and discriminatory actions had led to her dismissal, and she now faced a period of loss and regret. This difficult time also presented her with an opportunity for deep introspection and self-evaluation. One afternoon, as she sipped her coffee and aimlessly scrolled through her phone, Linda came across a social media post from the restaurant where she had previously worked. The post featured a vibrant photo of Emily and the team, celebrating their recent successes with beaming smiles and an air of genuine joy. Accompanying the photo were numerous positive comments from satisfied customers, praising the remarkable improvements at the restaurant. Seeing the transformation and the heartfelt gratitude from clients sparked something within Linda, a realization of her past mistakes and a desire to make amends. Resolute in her decision to rectify her previous behavior, Linda composed a heartfelt message to Emily. "Emily, this is Linda. I realize now that my behavior was wrong and unacceptable. I would like to apologize in person and discuss this further. Could we arrange a meeting?" Emily was taken aback when she received Linda's message. The request for a face-to-face apology was unexpected, but Emily felt a glimmer of hope and a belief in the power of redemption. She agreed to meet Linda and arranged for her to come to the restaurant after closing that evening. As the restaurant quieted down for the night, Emily prepared herself for the meeting, hopeful that this encounter could be a step toward reconciliation and understanding. Determined to demonstrate her commitment to change, Linda embarked on an intensive customer service training program. The consultant guiding her was Robert, a renowned expert in the field known for his rigorous but effective approach. During one of the sessions, Robert made it clear that true customer service went beyond simply adhering to rules. "Linda," he said, "customer service is not just about following procedures, it's about truly understanding the needs and emotions of the customers." Linda took his words to heart. She engaged earnestly in every activity and exercise, determined to grasp the essence of exceptional service. In one of the practical training exercises, Linda was tasked with handling a simulated interaction with a dissatisfied customer. Robert, playing the role of an irate patron, complained, "I ordered this dish without onions, but it came with onions." Linda took a deep breath and maintained her composure. "I'm truly sorry for the oversight, sir," she responded calmly. "I will correct it immediately and ensure that the next dish meets your expectations. Additionally, I'd like to offer you a complimentary dessert to make up for the inconvenience." Robert's expression softened into a smile. "Excellent, Linda. You're grasping the spirit of good service," he said, clearly pleased with her response. After weeks of rigorous training, Linda felt a newfound confidence and a profound transformation. Emily observed her progress with a sense of satisfaction and optimism. "Emily, I'm ready to return," Linda said one day, having completed the final module of her training. "I'm glad to hear that," Emily replied, her smile reflecting approval. "Let's make your return a reality." Linda rejoined the restaurant with a refreshed spirit and an eagerness to prove herself. On her first day back, she was met with a mix of curious and skeptical looks from her colleagues, but Emily was there to offer support. "Welcome back," Emily said warmly, giving her a reassuring hug at the start of her shift. We're all rooting for you." As the day progressed, a customer entered the restaurant visibly frustrated. Without hesitation, Linda approached the guest with a welcoming and empathetic demeanor. "Good afternoon, sir. How can I assist you today?" She asked in a calm and friendly voice, ready to apply everything she had learned in her training. The customer, clearly worn out from a challenging day, sighed and said, "I'm just looking for a decent meal to lift my spirits." Linda, with a compassionate tone, responded, "I completely understand how you're feeling. I'll make sure you have the best experience possible here. How about trying one of our daily specials? I think it might be just what you need." Surprised by the genuine care and attention, the customer relaxed and agreed to Linda's suggestion. From a distance, Emily observed Linda's interaction with pride, pleased to see her handling the situation with such empathy. If you are still watching this video and find these stories useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. The customer left the restaurant visibly content, with a smile on his face and praise for the excellent service he received. With Linda back on the team, the restaurant began to thrive in new ways. The staff, now more united and driven, worked together with renewed energy and enthusiasm. Customers noticed the positive shift and began frequenting the restaurant more often, commending both the quality of the food and the exceptional service. A regular patron commented, "This place is fantastic. The service is top-notch, and the food is delightful under the leadership of Emily and Linda." The team's efficiency and empathy transformed the restaurant's atmosphere. The work environment improved dramatically, and team morale reached new heights. John, the manager, took note of the remarkable changes and expressed his admiration. "Emily, Linda, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what you've accomplished. The restaurant has never been better," he remarked during a team meeting. The restaurant's journey became a testament to the power of empathy and the willingness to change. Emily, now a respected supervisor, and Linda, with her renewed commitment, demonstrated that understanding and dedication could truly transform both individuals and businesses. Their story served as an inspiration, showcasing how genuine care and teamwork could lead to extraordinary success. One afternoon, Mark Johnson, the owner of the restaurant chain, paid a visit to the establishment to witness the improvements firsthand. Emily and Linda greeted him warmly, their faces glowing with pride and enthusiasm. Mark looked around with a satisfied smile and said, his voice tinged with emotion, "I'm incredibly proud of what you've accomplished here. You've transformed this place into a shining example of service excellence." Emily, humbled by the praise, responded, "Thank you, Mr. Johnson. This achievement is the result of a collective effort. Everyone on the team is dedicated to upholding these high standards." Linda, her eyes reflecting deep gratitude, added, "I'm truly thankful for the second chance you gave me. I've learned so much and feel like I'm a better person because of it." Mark's smile widened, clearly pleased. This is a testament to the fact that people can change and grow. Keep up the great work, and this restaurant will not only set a benchmark for our chain, but will also become a beacon for the entire community. Thanks for joining us on this journey of transformation and growth. We've seen how dedication and empathy can truly make a difference, turning challenges into opportunities for change. From rigorous training to embracing second chances, Linda's story shows us the power of commitment and the impact of understanding in both personal and professional settings. We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this story that you plan to apply in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching.